Ladies and gentlemen, at this time I ask you to please stand for the class of 2015. Good evening, and welcome to the 84th commencement ceremonies of the George F. Baker High School.
Never fails.
And the train has already gone by once. My name is Art Schouten. I am the high school principal and your master of ceremonies for this evening. At this time, I would like to ask Paul Jones to come forward and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand, turn around, and the flag is behind you. Paul?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Paul. Please remain standing for the national anthem, which will be performed by Leanne Navarro.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Leanne. Everybody may be seated at this time. It is my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Carol Lomascolo, Superintendent of Schools for the Tuxedo School District.
Good evening and welcome. I'd like to introduce a few individuals who are here with us this evening. Tuxedo board members, Mrs. Joanne Vernon, board president. Mrs. Diana Petrosky, board vice president. And board members, Dr. David Kalfer, Mrs. Angie Mulvaney, Dr. Ray Barone, and Mr. Ed Gavilla. And Greenwood Lake Board members, Mr. Ron Summers, Board President, and Mr. John Finn. This is a very important evening for our graduating students, their families and friends, our faculty, staff, administration, and our Board of Education. It is an evening of celebration, of well wishes, and recognition. This is a very unique year, a very unique graduation. And in recognizing this, I wanted to find an appropriate message to share today that focuses this very important day on our graduates and provides a lifelong universal lesson for things to come. While searching for this message, I kept going back to my very first high school graduation speech in 2011. And after much consideration, I've chosen to return to this message that focuses on future hopes and dreams. There is a children's book, a story that has grown in popularity and more recently has begun to be given as a gift by parents, friends, and family, to graduates, and to individuals who are at a turning point in their lives. So I'd like to share the message of this story with you. The name of this book is The North Star by Peter H. Reynolds. This is a story of a little boy who is curious and unafraid as he is exploring the world that is new to him. And he is told by many that he must travel a particular well-worn path. When he starts on this journey, he feels that something is not right, that he is not in the right place. The road is becoming hard to travel, bumpy and difficult to climb. And it's becoming dark, and the little boy is frightened. But at this point in this confusing journey, the little boy is told that he must look for signs to find his way. Confused, the little boy looks up and he sees a star. And to his amazement, he realizes that no one else can see this star, and that this is his star, and only his star. He begins to follow his star, and in doing this, he begins on his very own journey, following his dream, a dream that is his and his alone. This story ends very differently than other children's stories that typically end with the words, "the end," or even, "they live happily ever after." In this book, as this little boy sets out on his journey, following his star, following his dreams, when you turn to the last page of this book, it simply says, "The beginning." In life, there are many new beginnings, and they happen for many different reasons. And as with any beginning, there is opportunity. It is up to you to seize this opportunity and make it what you want it to be. To each of our graduates, this is your unique beginning, the first of many wonderful beginnings in your lives. This is when you begin to follow your dreams and begin your own unique journey towards the who that you want to become. Remember, no one else can see your dreams as vividly as you. I encourage each of you to be brave enough to follow your own unique dreams, to be strong enough to not, as Steve Jobs said, let the noise of other opinions drown out your inner voice, to have courage to follow your heart, to aim high and be resilient, always keeping your sights on your dreams, and if you falter, to start over with your focus strong, to travel on your journey with confidence, dedication, and enthusiasm, to take the time to ponder, reflect, imagine, and envision a bright future, and to believe in your dreams and to celebrate the possibility, and to always feel assured that you have the best wishes, encouragement, and support of your families and friends, as well as all those who have been your family over the past years in the Tuxedo Union Free School District. Graduation is the beginning of the next phase in the story of your life. So to our graduates, listen and hear these words taken from Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium. I only ask that you turn the page, continue reading, and let the next story begin. Your life is an occasion. Rise to it. Congratulations to our graduates and their families.
Thank you, Mrs. Lomascolo. The students seated behind me would not be here this evening if it weren't for a number of people who have helped them along the way. Therefore, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge those individuals. I would like to ask that all the members of our faculty and staff from both Tuxedo and Greenwood Lake please stand to be recognized. From the first day of school to their last day of school, from adding 9+1 and learning their spelling words to quadratic equations and writing thematic essays, our teachers have been there for our students. The passion that our teachers have for teaching is reflected in our students. We thank you. We thank you for everything you have done for our students and everything that you have done for our school. I would also like to recognize a number of community organizations and those that are presenting awards on their behalf this evening. The students before us have been very fortunate to have the support of not one, but two communities behind them. Our students are our community's past, present, and future. Without our students, our communities would not be the same. These community organizations have a long tradition of generosity and support. They have worked with our students on numerous levels from elementary school through high school. Therefore, we would like to thank them for their continued interest, involvement, and support of our students and our two communities. We are extremely proud of each and every one of our students and their academic achievement, as well as their involvement and service to our two communities. For every student before you this evening stands a team of individuals who have inspired, encouraged, challenged, and cheered for them along the way. On behalf of our graduates, I would also like to thank all of the coaches, scout leaders, neighbors, business owners, civic leaders, teachers, bus drivers, school staff, custodians, monitors, administrators, Board of Ed members, and many others that have provided direct and indirect support of our students. More importantly, I would like to thank the parents, grandparents, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, and all those that have helped raise and support them throughout the years. You've dragged them out of bed and packed their lunches. You've been in the stands and in the audience. You've checked over their homework, not once, but twice. And always ran out to get the supplies for that project that they forgot to tell you about until the evening before. Your love and support has made this evening possible, and we thank you. Additionally, tonight's ceremony is a very large undertaking, and I would like to thank the following people and have them stand and be acknowledged for their hard work in making tonight's ceremony possible. This includes Mrs. Debbie Iron, Mr. Peter Head, Ms. Carol Marish, Mrs. Bonnie Takeuchi, Ms. Barbara Horn, Doug Kalbenbach, Kevin Flynn, the Tuxedo Operations and Maintenance Department, the Tuxedo Ambulance Corps, as well as the Tuxedo Fire and Police Departments also. I'd also like to personally thank them for all of their assistance. Everything seems to go very smoothly, but there's quite a bit of work that goes behind this, and without that team, this would not be possible, so thank you. This building that stands before you may be made up of students, but it's the students that truly make up the building. Without our students, these hallowed halls would have no voice. There would be no laughter or excitement. The celebration of success and the frustration of failure would fall upon deaf ears. Our students are our school, and our school is our students. We rise and fall with them. We share in their success and in their defeats. They challenge us as much as we challenge them. And in the end, we are who we are because of them. The memories that have been created within these confines of these walls will live on forever. The friendships that we have shared may fade over time, but they will never be broken. What this school lacks in size, we make up for in passion, hard work, and determination. These students that stand before us are a true reflection of who we are and what we will become. As we venture forth on new journeys in life, we will be diving into a world much like a child diving into a bowl of Lucky Charms. Although we would prefer to go after every glimpse of sugary marshmallow goodness and avoid the dull fibrous of life along the way, we soon discover that life greatly outweighs that marshmallowy nirvana we all prefer. Therefore, make the best of every moment you have, for you'll never know which may be your last. A wise man once said, "Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get." Unfortunately, we're not always that fortunate, and we never know what curveballs life has lined up for us. There is no roadmap. As we all know, GPS rarely works. And Google Maps doesn't always get us from point A to point B so well. Therefore, life can trip us up from time to time, catching us off guard when we least expect it. But I trust that the lessons that have been instilled in you will guide you through thick and thin. When in doubt, just give it a little kick. It tends to work with our lockers. If If that doesn't work, just yank on it. Just be careful that you don't pull too hard though. Running headlong into a wall doesn't get you very far either. Yes, Sarah Beatty. Nevertheless, I leave you with a montage of final thoughts, lyrics, and quotes borrowed from the likes of AWOL Nation, Adele, Taylor Swift, Jimmy Eats World, Dave Matthews, Pink Floyd, Journey, Mumford & Sons, Ray LaMontagne, Fun, Ralph Waldo Emerson, and William Ernest Henley. This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10, because life is short but sweet for certain. So keep the earth below your feet and learn from where you have been. It just takes some time. You're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be all right. So don't stop believing and hold on to that feeling, because we're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl year after year. Never let your fear decide your fate. Don't let your eyes refuse to see. Don't let your ears refuse to hear, for all you touch and all you see is all your life will ever be. Although this is the end of a decade, it is the start of an age. So may your past be the sound of your feet on the ground. Do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path. For you are the master of your own fate and the captain of your soul. To the class of 2015, I congratulate you and wish you good luck. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Salutatorian for the class of 2015, Ms. Kelly Shea.
Welcome, Board of Education, faculty, staff, family, and friends. Graduation is a time to recognize and celebrate the achievements of the class of 2015. These achievements were accomplished through the combined efforts of the school community. Tuxedo has taught their students the indispensable qualities of positivity and humor. A sense of humor is a way of finding common ground with others and is an essential skill for communication. It is needed to relieve tension and to keep conversations going. My friends and acquaintances all know that I look at things in a humorous manner. My outlook brings light to my life, and without it, I would become defensive and critical of myself and others, and the resulting negativity will steer me away from living a happy and successful life. Teachers in Tuxedo emphasize the use of positive outlooks and comic relief to minimize stress over tests and to keep a class entertaining. Ms. Jones focused on self-fulfilling prophecies when students would stress over their AP tests. Mr. King's creative use of language never fails to catch a class's attention. The dance parties in the kitchen might seem a little weird at first, but you'll learn to love watching them dance. Mr. Wirt's dad jokes still make people smile even if the jokes weren't that funny. Anyone in AP Bio can't forget watching America's Got Talent auditions and Jimmy Fallon videos with Mrs. McGowan. Mr. Higgins and Mr. Powers' witty banter over who could actually walk always has everyone laughing. Our morning greeters' cheerful good mornings is bound to brighten up even the crankiest student's day, and everyone in the guidance office welcomes you with a warm smile that keeps everyone coming back all the time, if they're open. The influence of teachers and staff provides a segue for humor and optimism to flourish in the character of their students. From the infamous Mr. Tuxedo production, to reenacting dance scenes from Grease, to screaming at an old TV because of a video game, the class of 2015 has always found a way to enjoy themselves. My hope for the senior class is for them to move forward with exuberance and find amusement in everything they encounter. Henry Ward Beecher once said, "A person without a sense of humor is like a wagon without springs. It's jolted by every pebble on the road." It is important that we keep our smiles and lightheartedness to begin our journey of leaving the high school safe house and entering the storm that we call the real world. Class of 2015, I know we will all make our way through the storm because we will forever be tornadoes at heart. I gotta figure out how this works. And not drop Isabel's phone in the process. How do I do this? I don't have an iPhone, I'm sorry. 3 or 10 seconds. 3 or 10. Help me out. 3? Okay. How does this... Oh, wait.
Wait for it, wait for
How
it.
do I do that? Oh, wait, I didn't start it. It doesn't go any... Oh, it does. Wait. Like this way? That way? Okay, I got it.
Practice killing.
2, 1. This evening's guest speaker is Mr. Bill Sweet. Mr. Sweet is a graduate of Rensselaer Polytech Institute and holds a bachelor's degree in computer and systems engineering. Before joining Systems and Sweet Financial, Mr. Sweet was a captain in the United States Army where he served as an armor officer. During Operation Iraqi Freedom, he was awarded a Bronze Star for valorous action in combat. In addition to serving as the president of his financial firm, Mr. Sweet also serves as the president of the Tuxedo Chamber of Commerce, the treasurer of Tuxedo Park Library, and is a trustee in the Tuxedo Historical Society. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Bill Sweet.
Thank you, Kelly. Folks, I want to begin by thanking you, especially the graduates, Principal Schouten, Superintendent Lamascolo, and everyone here from the school board for this tremendous opportunity. I cannot express how grateful I am to be with you here today, celebrating the academic accomplishments of these outstanding young women and young men. Certainly, this is the highlight of my 8 years here in Tuxedo. Life is about moments, and when we're old and gray, we will not remember the nights that we stayed late in the office to get some extra work done, but we will remember the landmark moments that define our life. Make no mistake that this is one of them. Getting your first real job is another, so is your wedding and the birth of a child. These are the things that actually matter because they stick with you. I remember my high school graduation. Everyone here in the audience, I'm sure, does too. I remember the sunshine, I remember my friends, I remember wearing that ridiculously useless hat. I did not put animals on it though, like the man in the back there. I remember my parents being proud of me. I remember just about everything, in fact, except the keynote speaker. I literally have no idea what they said. Probably some old fart twice my age said some great advice about moments or landmarks or something like that. And I intend to respect this great tradition of old farts. Time is a flat circle after all, and before you know it, you'll be right back here at this podium or in this crowd. In awe of some impressive group of young people half your age admiring their intelligence and potential, as I did yesterday. Folks, this isn't my first time at the rodeo. The last time I stood before a group of 18-year-olds, it was July of 2007 in Fort Knox, Kentucky. Instead of a suit with a pink tie, I was wearing a captain's bars over an Army uniform. About 200 of my soldiers, my community, had completed basic training, and under my command were heading off to where I'd just come from. They were heading to war. Folks, to give you an idea of how quickly things can move after high school, just 4 short years after I sat in your seat wearing a cap and gown in a place not very far from here, I found myself in command of the United States Army tank platoon just north of Baghdad in the early days of the Iraq War. In the year that followed, I did probably the most meaningful work of my life, leading 15 brave tankers through a year of combat. Though we walked through the valley of the shadow of death, each one of us came home a year later, which is and will always be my proudest moment. We succeeded because we took care of each other, because of our community. I was only 22 then, but my soldiers were mostly younger than me because war fighting, like most of the real work that gets done in our society, is done by the young, hardworking, ambitious people. Tonight, I see in them what I saw in my soldiers, that the most powerful force in the universe is a young American with a purpose and with a mission. Thankfully, my work here in Tuxedo is much less biblical and much more peaceful. The only time I take my life into my hands today is when I cross the pothole-laden disaster that's Route 17 right behind me. In my business, I have the privilege of taking care of people like I used to take care of soldiers, helping them make important financial decisions while working through our chamber, our town, and our village to improve this place. And folks, that's where I need your help. Truth is, this town needs young people. More than ever. People who believe in the power of community. I don't need to tell these students that this place is worth fighting for. They fought for 4 years against the forces of evil trying to split them apart, mostly the insidious and nonsensical New York State bureaucracy, to stay together and graduate together today. 4 years from now, armed with a college degree and an idea for a great new business, you might decide to come back and make this place your home. If you do, give me a call. I'll be here at 9 Store Road. Folks, economic change is already underway right here. Across the street, Guidecraft Furniture, and they create quality educational toys. They've doubled in size and employees in the last 4 years. Their average age is about 26. From Sterling Forest up the road, Life Technology runs websites and marketing for Marvel, eBay, and Bank of America. A new housing development should break ground just south of here next month. This month, I've been thrilled to have George F. Baker graduate Brad Gonzalez working at my firm this summer, and I'm very excited to see what Mr. Lee Stanton's going to be doing in Greenwood Lake in this coming year. The fantastic thing about graduating into the United States economy in 2015 is you can do meaningful work from just about anywhere with a laptop and an internet connection. So why not here? Kurt Vonnegut is my favorite author. Like me, he was a soldier, and he believed in community as well. He defined himself as a humanist, someone that doesn't necessarily believe in God or a higher power, but believed that we should treat each other with dignity and respect, and behave ethically anyway, with or without the promise of reward of an afterlife. He once wrote this that has always stuck with me. We're all here to help each other through this thing, whatever this thing is. Like him, I believe that humanity is built on helping each other out, on volunteering for the greater good. For your country, like soon-to-be Privates Jones and Cutler, or for your church or synagogue, or your local library. That's what our community is all about. Now folks, before I go, I want to ask the graduates to do one thing. I want you to just pause for a second and look out here on this amazing crowd on this amazing day, and I want you to find somebody who helped you get here. Go ahead and lock eyes with your mom, with your dad, your grandma, or your grandpa, a teacher, an administrator, or a friend. Go ahead and find them right now. In this moment, you've made that person very, very proud of you. Before you go home, make sure you find them and tell them thank you. Because you believed in this community believes in you. Don't let it down. Congratulations to the class of 2015.
At this time, we would like to present a number of school-based awards and scholarships that have been awarded to our graduating seniors. Our first award is our Valedictorian Award. This award is presented to the senior with the highest academic 4-year record. This award goes to Isabella Zaccardi. Our Salutatorian Award, presented to the senior with the second highest academic 4-year record, goes to Kelly Shea. The Tuxedo School Board Award will be presented by President Joanne Vernon.
The Tuxedo School Board Award is presented to a boy or girl in the senior class who have attained the highest standards of scholarship, leadership, and excellence of character. The awards go to Isabella Zaccardi and Danny Chang.
The Greenwood Lake School Board Award will be presented by President Ron Summer.
On behalf of the Greenwood Lake Union Free School District, congratulations to the class of 2015. As you think back and remember your high school years, remember all those that have helped you get to this point. Your teachers, your friends, and of course your parents and family. Remember them as your personal advocate, telling you always to be the best that you can be. Remember them as a valuable lifelong resource, a confidant and a sounding board. Remember how they helped you become you. And as you ready yourself for tomorrow, look forward to becoming productive adults in our society. Look forward to becoming that person the next generation looks towards for advice. Look forward as you embark on your next phase of your life, whether that's going into the military, going to college, or entering the workforce. Congratulations again, class of 2015, job well done. This award goes to the most improved, growing socially, emotionally, and academically through your high school years. The award goes to Jessica Myers.
The Gold Achievement Award is presented to seniors who have a 4-year average of 90 or above. At this time, I ask that the following students please stand and be recognized. Isabella Zaccardi, Kelly Shea, Sarah Beatty, Allison Toscano, Monique Opaharaji, Danny Shang, Cheryl Martin, Ariba Arshad, Samantha Kelm, Stephanie Gunderman, Annie Vernon, Rachel Sebastian, Matthew Murray, Maria Harmon, Gabriella Nori, Danielle McNamara, Jenna Cordy, Veronica Klein, Maya Cardona, Michael Glusko, Angie Galvis, Brianna Benitez, Deidre Hallinan, Victoria Field, Zachary Williams, Jacqueline Priezo, and Kylie Powers. You may be seated. The Silver Academic Achievement Award is awarded to seniors who have a 4-year average between an 85 and an 89. Will the following students please stand to be recognized? Brandon Labar, Jerry Gutierrez, Justin Martinez, David Voss, Jasmine Van Doren, Leanne Navarro, Alexander Heenahan, Nick Saley, Juliana Montez, Gina Garofalo, Alyssa Petrillo, Maggie Haslam, Amanda Agostini, Dean Stanton, Paul Jones, Christian Maldonado, Kayla Marie Bassiano, Bianca Labasi, Amber Lenahan, and Andrea Tati. You may be seated. The Most Outstanding Career in Technical Student Award is presented to the student attaining the highest average at the Career and Technical Academy at Orange Ulster BOCES. This year's award goes to Juliana Montez. The Career and Technical Academy Award is presented to students attaining the highest average at the Career and Technical Academy. Last evening, I had the pleasure of attending the Orange Ulster BOCES C-Tech graduation with 775 students. Will our following students please stand and be recognized? Caitlin Casey, Bianca Labasi, Faith Matthews, Danielle McNamara, Jamie Morales, Stephanie Murphy, Nigel Rivers, Peter Soul, Andrea Tati, Tatum Van Doren, Devin Velez, Sabrina Villalona, David Voss, Dominic Del Vecchio, Anthony Novak, and David Cutler. You may be seated. The Tuxedo Teachers Association Scholarship will be presented by Mr. Stuart Worth.
The Tuxedo Teachers Association Scholarship is presented to an outstanding college-bound senior interested in a career in education. This year's recipient is Kylie Powers.
The Lou Allen Memorial Scholarship will be presented by Carrie Lembo.
Good evening, everybody. 10 years ago, we lost a wonderful teacher and a friend of this community. Most people around him knew him as Mr. Allen, some as Lieutenant, but to me, he was just Brother Lou. Brother Lou had the heart of a lion. He had a laugh that was infectious. You couldn't help but giggle along with him. And he had one of the kindest spirits of anyone I had the honor to know. So, would Zach Messick and his lion heart, Brandon Labar and his infectious belly laugh, and the kindest spirited girl I know, Miss Kylie Powers, please come get your awards.
The Tuxedo PTO Scholarship will be presented by PTO President Jennifer Creamer.
Good evening. First, I'd like to congratulate the entire class for your incredible achievement, and I wish you the best of luck in all your adventures in the future. Each year, the PTO, with the help of a committee of faculty and staff, presents a scholarship award for scholastic excellence. Typically, the award is presented to 2 seniors. However, this year we had so many eligible and deserving students, it was hard to choose just 2. And so the committee has chosen 3 outstanding students who have exemplified the qualities of both scholastic excellence and dedication to the service to their community and their school. On behalf of the PTO, I would like to congratulate and present the following students with the PTO Award for Scholastic Excellence in School and Community Service. Stephanie Gunderman. Matthew Murray. And lastly, Anne Vernon. Thank you.
The Greenwood Lake PTSA Scholarship is awarded to seniors who have demonstrated a high degree of class spirit. And these 3 individuals definitely qualify. The first individual, Zachary Messick. Kelly Shea. And this one is definitely not a surprise. David Voss. The stage parents of Tuxedo Scholarship will be presented by Mr. Peter Head.
Spot, the stage parents of Tuxedo Scholarship, is presented to performing arts students who demonstrate the following characteristic traits: showmanship, leadership, and the show must go on attitude. This year's recipients are Danny Chang and Leanne Navarro.
The New York State Comptroller Thomas D. DiNapoli's 2015 Student Achievement Award is in recognition of an outstanding student who has demonstrated leadership potential and a commitment to public service. This award goes to Zachary Messick. The George F. Baker Service Award is for a very special student, because there are those that make their mark and there are those that leave their mark. This individual has definitely left their mark on this school and this community. His actions have resonated through this building, and as he has organized the first ever George F. Baker benefit concert, in which he raised over $500 to support the scholarship. During some of our most difficult days, he made it a point to thank each and every teacher individually, letting them know that there was somebody there that cared. Jared Gutierrez is a huge part of this family that we call George F. Baker, and I would like to personally honor him with the George F. Baker Service Award for his willingness to help others and his impact that he has made on our community. Unfortunately, Jerry was not able to make it this evening, but we'll make sure he gets this. The last awards is the Principal's Award. Every year I take a look around to see what is going on. And we have faced quite the challenge this year. However, there were two individuals who took it upon themselves to make a difference. They are certainly an unlikely duo, but their combined efforts could not go unnoticed. When all else failed, they refused to give up. They would not back down. These two individuals worked to their strengths. As one rallied the masses, the other one took to social media. They made their collective voices heard. They made the voices of the students heard, and they did not stop there. In our final days, they were at it again, organizing the student body and working with their classmates to put together one of the most heartfelt presentations for the faculty and staff of George F. Baker. These two individuals have made a lasting impact on each and every one of us. I can only imagine what kind of impact they will have on the world that lays before them. That being said, I would like to present Matt Newman and Zach Messick with the Principal's Award for their selfless dedication to the school, their classmates, and their teachers. Hey, Matt, come here for a sec. Matt, what's today's date?
The day Michael Jackson died. June 25th.
Pick a more positive thing.
Graduation.
Hey, where's Matt's mom? What's today? Happy birthday, Matt. Now, the senior members of our high school choir, under the direction of Miss Barbara Horn, will perform the musical selection, For Good. Thank you, Mrs. Horn, and thank you, seniors. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my distinct honor to present to you the valedictorian of the class of 2015, Miss Isabella Zaccardi.
Quick thank you to the band for playing those ones and twos so well and for so long. Welcome Board of Education, faculty, staff, graduates, family, and friends to Tuxedo's Class of 2015 graduation ceremony. A traditional valedictorian speech is meant to be a bittersweet farewell from the graduates who are leaving behind their school, friends, and family. But this year is a time of change. Tuxedo cannot be classified as simply a school. Tuxedo has surpassed a conventional school labeling and grown to be referred to as family, creating unbreakable bonds between students and among teachers. As this is otherwise meant to be a celebratory occasion, I, as well as my fellow classmates, cannot help feel but sorrow for the changes that will occur as we depart. This year, the strength of our Tuxedo family was tested and we banded together, though we did not win the fight. These changes will take hold in September, and the strength of the community will be tried as our school creates a new vision. Despite the emotional impact these changes present, I ask all of you to find it in yourself to move past this ending and look toward a new beginning. Find it in your hearts to look forward from such a year and discover the hope and strength. As Mark Zusak advises in his novel The Book Thief, I have to say that although it broke my heart, I was, and still am, glad I was there. Take the memories we have made here and allow yourselves to reflect upon them with a smile. Take pride in recalling your first days walking up these steps and getting lost in the streams of students darting everywhere. Remember each moment and allow these memories to brush away the uncertainty of the present and reminisce about more comforting times of fun and freedom. Whether it be screaming at the top of our lungs at each and every pep rally, no matter what score we received, this year much better than others, or running from classroom to classroom, trying to get in every shot for the lip dub. We've shared moments of weirdness when googly eyes popped up in the most unlikely places. We've relaxed during the third quarter honors recognition, gorging on unlimited ice cream, which was absolutely the best. We have fought through sporting events, some ending in pure euphoria over a win, or sometimes shying away from painful losses. I have watched people find their home in this school. If you needed a place to relax, the music rooms had their doors wide open. If you needed anything from a college essay to an application embellished, any of the English teachers were happy to help, so long as it wasn't a week before prom, Disney, or Mr. Tuxedo. The social studies rooms were always full of heated debates, whether it be centered around politics or even the latest movies. Or finding food cross departments, as there's about 10 rooms where there was undoubtedly a source for a student in need. My memories may be different from the ones everyone here before you may have. However, the sentiment remains clear. We've all had some moment of joy or laughter within this building. Although our memories as a class will be different from those who graduate after us, I hope that future valedictorians will speak before you with the same pride that I have for the school that stands behind me today. And to the class of 2015, I hope that you find yourself as you leave here and are able to shape your path through life around the unexpected lessons that high school has brought. Thank you.
Thank you, Isabella. Now is the moment that you have been waiting for. The presentation of diplomas. Members of the Board of Education will present diplomas to the graduates at this time. When the graduates are called, any community awards or scholarships that they have received will be announced. Graduates, please come forward. Isabella Rose Zaccardi. Faith Antoinette Matthews. Teresa Marie Horgan. Teresa is receiving the Joseph Vandermeulen Memorial Scholarship. Leanne Nicole Navarro. Madison Ray DeFossis. Tatum Van Doren. Jasmine Victoria Van Doren. Jasmine is receiving the Police Officer Brian Devlin Memorial Scholarship. Morgan Nicole Smedley. Morgan is receiving the Greenwood Lake Fire Department Bruce Van Heim Memorial Scholarship. Gina Marie Garofalo. Gina is receiving the Scott A. Lynch Memorial Scholarship. Deidre Christine Hallinan. Deidre is receiving the Ellen White Memorial Scholarship. Kelly Kate Ashley Shea. Dominic Andrew Delvecchio. Anthony Gage Nowak. Peter A. Soul. Dean T. Stanton. Oscar Ishmael Jenkins Brockman. Brandon Lee Labar. Jack Donovan Williams. Yeah! Brian Scott Bolzman. Jessica Lynn Myers. Amber Rose Lenahan. Jacqueline Paige Criazzo. Maya Luz Cardona, receiving the Ramapo Valley Rotary Scholarship. Bianca Marie Labasi. Kyla Marie Bassiano. Kyla is receiving the Congregation Benai Torah Scholarship. Jamie Lynn Morales. Caitlin Ann Casey. Ann Elizabeth Vernon. Gianna Carissa Mignana. I promise we practiced. Michael Devlin Finn. Mike is receiving the Patricia and Anthony Parada Memorial Scholarship and the MSG Varsity Scholarship. David Cutler. Randy Stephen Vance. Matthew John Murray. Matt is receiving the OCIAA Scholar Athlete Award and the Tuxedo American Legion Post 293 Scholarship. Alexander Heenahan. Anthony John Chimento. David Wayne Voss. Christopher John Bermudez. Austin Lee. Victoria Field. Brianna Benitez. Ariba Arshad. Kylie Grace Powers. Maggie Ann Haslam. Monique DLA Opaharaji. Juliana Marie Montez. Sabrina Sky Villalona. Stephanie Ann Murphy. Stephanie is receiving the Catholic Daughters of America Holy Rosary 2341 Memorial Scholarship and the Greenwood Lake Lions Club Service Award. Andrea Carolina Tati. Nicholas James Saley. John A. Sorrentino, Jr. Nigel Walker Rivers. Danny Chang. Matthew Taylor Newman. Matt is also receiving the MSG Varsity Scholarship. Christian Maldonado. Justin Troy Martinez. Zachary Ian Messick. Michael Glusko. Mike is also receiving the John O. Coach Matola Memorial Scholarship and the Tuxedo American Legion Post 293 Scholarship. Angie Michelle Galvis. Veronica Noelle Klein. Sky Monique Santiago. Maria Alina Jasmina Harmon. Jenna Marie Cordy. Jenna is also receiving the Scott A. Lynch Memorial Scholarship. Alyssa Jean Petrillo. Jacob Michael Olson. Zachary Williams. Zach is also receiving the Joseph J. Smith Memorial Scholarship. Daniel Phillips Castricone. Dan is also receiving the Tish Catanaro Memorial Scholarship. Devin Hugh Velez. Paul Michael Jones. Gabriella Ann Norrie. Gabby is receiving the John O. Coach Matola Memorial Scholarship. Allison Lynn Toscano. Allison is receiving the OCIAA Scholar Athlete Award and the Patsy Pellegrino Sons of Italy Scholarship. Emily Victoria Crichton. Danielle Marie McNamara. Rachel Sebastian. Rachel is receiving the Madeline Napoleano Award and the Greenwood Lake PBA Scholarship. Alyssa Corinne Gallagher. Sarah Catherine Beatty. Sarah is receiving the Father Robert J. Hearn Scholarship. Nicole Taylor Stewart. Amanda Louise Agostini. Amanda is receiving the Patricia and Anthony Parada Memorial Scholarship. Cheryl Nicole Martin. Cheryl is receiving the Joseph J. Smith Memorial Award. Stephanie Lorraine Gunderman. Stephanie is receiving the Madeline Napoleano Award. Last but never least, Samantha Elizabeth Kelm. Sam is receiving the Greenwood Lake Ambulance Corps Wally Langert Memorial Scholarship. Graduates, please stand. Graduates, you have satisfactorily. There we go. You have satisfactorily completed the prescribed course of study for a high school diploma and have earned the right to move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left side. You may do so now. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduates of the George F. Baker High School class of 2015. You may be seated.
It's going so well. It was going so well.
All right now?
No. Got 14 minutes.
I would now like to ask Zachary Messick to deliver the farewell remarks. Zach?
Hello everybody, how's it going? First I'd like to thank Mr. Shouton for welcoming me to the podium. I would also like to thank all of you for joining us today as we prepare to embark on one of the biggest journeys of our lifetime. Today is both a special and emotional day. It marks a new beginning and also the end of an era for those of us on these steps. When I think of George F. Baker High School, the first word that comes to my mind is family. I want to share a quote which I think represents what we are all going through right now. The quote goes, "Family is like branches on a tree. We all grow in different directions, yet our roots remain as one." I didn't know what to expect moving to Greenwood Lake in 5th grade. Anybody who was ever moved could tell you it's hard getting taken from somewhere you have been your entire life and getting moved to an unfamiliar place with people you don't know. It ended up turning out really well. I was accepted immediately and made plenty of friends. Time went by, and the next thing we knew, it was our 8th grade graduation. We were getting ready to go into our freshman year of high school alongside the Tuxedo Kids. Once again, as we faced a scary jump forward, I questioned whether or not I was going to be accepted. Little did we know that we would all become the family that we are today. Getting to know every single kid here with me today has been a privilege. It's hard because it still hasn't hit me yet, the fact that I won't be seeing some of them this coming fall, or potentially for a much longer time after that. The relationships and memories that I've made throughout high school are ones that I will cherish and remember for the rest of my life. I'm not only thankful for the friends and memories that I made, but also for the education that was provided by the teachers here. It has been a very stressful period of time for almost everyone in the building, but the faculty has stuck by our side and provided us with the motivation and determination that we needed throughout these last couple of months. It was only right that we had an assembly for the faculty on the last day of school in order to show our appreciation for them. I couldn't be more thankful for the past 4 years and the amazing people it was spent with. As Winnie the Pooh once said, how lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. Congratulations, George F. Baker, class 2015. We made it.
And that concludes this evening's ceremonies. In parting, I'd like to leave you with a quote from Dr. Seuss. Don't cry because it's over, but smile because it happened. Congratulations to the class of 2015. Thank you, and good night.